Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Baseball. Iowa Hawkeye Baseball is brought to you by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Also brought to you by Oak Knoll Retirement Community and by University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. Hawkeye Baseball is on the air.
Good afternoon, Hawkeye friends. It's time for Iowa Baseball. I'm John Evans here at Duane Banks Field on the campus of the University of Iowa, where today the Hawkeyes will battle Loras College in a midweek tilt. Today was supposed to be a reunion, marking the first time back together in 2026 for John Leo and me. Instead, as the injury bug has bit the Iowa Hawkeye baseball team, it included the radio booth. It bit John Leo as well. So I'll be flying solo today. You'll be stuck with me. With any luck, his stay on the injured list will be short. Before we look toward the Dewhawks in today's matchup, let's recap the weekend. Friday started with a tough loss to Alabama. We'll skip that one for now, but Saturday was a nice win over a solid Houston club, and here are the highlights from that.
1 out. Pitch from Bleeker. Ground ball to Schulte. Schulte picks it up. Flip to second for 1. Over to first. Double play. You bet. 6-4-3. Smooth as butter. And the Hawkeyes turn 2 and get out of the jam. And now a lot of junk from the bullpen. A lot of spin. 2 balls and a strike. Lefty on lefty matchup. The pitch to Wolf. This is shot into center field for another base hit. Burt getting the wave around third. The throw goes into third base. RBI single for Caleb Wolf. He does it again. His second RBI of the game. Third hit for Wolfie. And Iowa leads it 6-2. He shot it right over the shortstop's head into shallow left center. Just poked it out there. Nicely done by Wolf. Need Max Burt to be good behind the plate if Kyle elects to go low slider here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 97. Huge strikeout of Sabathia. 2 down. Count still 2-2. The pitch from Husak. Called third strike. Curveball, top of the zone. He got him. 2 down. Full count. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Husak ready. He pitches. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the Hawkeyes win it. Houston leaves the bases loaded as Husak picks up the major strikeout. And Iowa wins it 6-4. Huge win for the Hawkeyes. Woo!
As you heard John Leo say, a huge 6-4 win over Houston. Iowa then took on nationally ranked Oregon State in the Sunday finale. Here are the highlights from that.
Ball and a strike, Segura ready. He winds and brings home the 1-1. Gable hits in the air deep to right field. Right fielder on the run in the gap. He dives, knocked it down. Couldn't make the catch, and Gable's going to have a double. He coasts into second base. Kellen hits down the left field line, tailing towards the corner, and it's down for a base hit. Strohmeyer around first. He will coast to second. Leadoff double for Strohmeyer. He went opposite field. Well struck into the corner. And Kellen's got his 4th double of the season, and that could spark Iowa. Freeze leaning forward. He's got the sign. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Maddox. Ground ball right side, base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. Strohmeyer gets it in. Wolf cuts it off. They've got the runner caught in a run down between first and second. Wolf trying to chase him down. He's in a pickle now. Headed back to first, and Schulte will tag him out. He's 0 for 2 today, but would like to see him in this inning. That means that Narrett would have gotten on base. 3-0. Joe swings at it, drives it into right for a base hit, sending Wolf around third. Here's a play at the plate. Wolf is safe. Green light for Narrett on 3-0, and he brings Iowa within one on the RBI single to right.
A lot of good things from the Hawkeyes in that Sunday game, but they just couldn't come up with the clutch hit. They made it 4-3 in the bottom of the fifth inning, and then both teams' pitching really took over as the bullpen threw up a bunch of zeros after that. Iowa out-hit the Beavers 10-7 in the game, but just lost in the most important category, 4-3 on the scoreboard. Iowa looks to bounce back today before finally back home for a while now, 5 games in a row here at home. So after the break, we'll take a look at today's matchup. We'll be right back. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
From the roar of the crowd to Carver cones, can't miss plays and heart-pounding finishes. There's something for everyone at an Iowa athletics event. Don't just hear about it or see the clip on your phone. Be part of it. Change up your routine and get your friends together for an Iowa athletics event. Make it a memorable one by visiting HawkeyeSports.com. Fire up the fight song, cue the victory polka, and experience what it means to be a Hawkeye on Iowa. And go Hawks!
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Welcome back to Hawkeye Baseball. Loras comes into the game 3-3 after losing the final 2 games of their weekend series against Greenville University. Today will be the 4th meeting between the two teams. Iowa holds a 2-1 advantage, but it's Loras who won the last matchup 3-1 in 2022. It's kind of a day like today, cold evening. Loras pitching staff was up to the task and shut Iowa down. Iowa scored a run in the 9th but couldn't come back. All 3 games in the series have generally been close, well-played affairs. Colin Cassane and Vince Polizzi lead the offensive charge for the Dewhawks, each hitting over 400. The team ERA is over 7, and 38 free bases to 43 strikeouts will put a premium on Loras getting into the strike zone and really trying to step up their pitching game. Iowa's been led at the plate by Gable Mitchell and Caleb Wolf, both hitting over 500, hitting .512 on the year. I think the most impressive stat that they both have, each have only struck out once on the season, 43 at-bats, 1 strikeout. Minimal walks for both of them, but doing a great job of putting the ball in play and setting the Hawkeye table at the top of the order. Little change today with Cooper Schulte moving into the 2 spot and Caleb Wolf moving down to the 3. So trying to spread out those hits just a little bit, as you'll hear Coach Heler talk about after the coming break here. Iowa's been getting great production from the top and just need to see if they can stretch that through the lineup just a little bit more. Iowa's been solid on the road here, as of course, I guess 3 official road games and 6 neutral site games, but going to be home here now for 5 in a row. before starting Big Ten play on the road. 2 trips, one to Penn State, one to Michigan State. So a tough go, and then I will actually end the month at home with number 1 ranked UCLA and consensus number 1 pick Rock Chalowski. So it's a big road and a big task, but Iowa will be up to it, using these games to sort through the lineup, getting a lot of experience with the injuries that have come along. So they're kind of pushing their way through. We'll take our second break. After this break, you'll hear from head coach Rick Heler, as I had a chance to talk to him as the team finished up batting practice. So this is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Go for the big Honda savings at your local Honda dealer. Go for the selection and inventory. Honda cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs are in stock and on sale. Go for the most Car and Driver 10 Best Awards with 98 trophies. And KBB.com's Best Value and Performance brand. Search your local Honda dealer today.
Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Welcome back to Hawkeye Pregame. I'm here with head coach Rick Heler. Coach, it's good to be back. Thanks for having me back today.
Yeah, good to see you. Sorry, John is a little struggling and having some eye issues, which is not fun, but it's good to see you.
I appreciate that. It's you and I were exchanging some texts. We'll kind of start with it's been a strange year for you. The injury bugs even bit the radio guy. But how have you kind of navigated the next man up theory with the team?
Well, it's just been that, and I told him on Tuesday when we practiced. You know, we had a tough loss on Sunday, and sometimes when you have a loss like that, it's not such a fun trip home. Even though maybe you played well, but it was one we could have had, and against a team that is going to be a top 20 team in the country, and it would have been a great win for us, and we outplayed them, I thought, and just didn't find ways to score and had opportunities, and Maddox Free steps up and pitches so well. But anyway, I didn't want it to rain on the fact that I feel like we've got to a great start. I mean, we've had to deal with so much adversity on the injury side, more than 3 or 4 years combined, all in the first 3 weeks of the season, and we're 7-4, and this time last year we were 3-5, and just to put it in perspective, I mean, we have had guys step up. We've had the three weekend starters all go down. I mean, and then to find ways to win games like we've been able to do it's really impressive. What these guys have achieved to this point, and just going out and playing hard, and the next guy in doing his job and finding a way. And we've played outstanding defense to this point. At times we've had really good pitching. At times it's been shaky, as we thought it might be, with some growing pains with younger guys. Offensively, at the top of the order, I mean, Caleb Wolf and Gable Mitchell have just been on fire. I mean, red hot fire. I mean, pretty incredible things that you don't even see ever, with what's going on up there and what Caleb's on, the tear he's on right now. 8 for his last 8, on base 10 times in a row, and we're not facing bad pitching. I mean, that's really, really good arms that we faced this weekend, and just their resiliency and their ability to bounce back. Couple losses where we got whooped pretty good, and then boom, bounce back and answer the next day with a great effort. And but overall, the physical effort's been exactly what you would hope that this team would do. There's been in 2 of the losses that I feel like we should have had, the last 2 Sundays, after the top of the order, top 2 guys in the order, the middle part and even the bottom has just gone flat, and really bad at-bats in the worst possible times, and just getting some consistency, a little better consistency, because you look at their numbers and, from an average standpoint, on base, all that, but there's so it's skewed a little. A lot of that was in the Northeastern game, where we scored a bunch of runs, which was a phenomenal game, by the way. That was like everybody in the lineup was.
That Northeastern team beat LSU.
No, I know, and that, I mean, people don't know it, but you go back and look at the 5-year winning percentage of teams. They're in the top 3 in the country. They won 47 games last year, so that win was big. Now he's going through some similar things that we are on the pitching side. Like he turned over virtually his entire staff, and as we did. But we dropped behind in that game, I think 6 runs early, and then just they couldn't get us out. Then they go out and win against LSU, as you said. That's a big RPI win, because when they get back to their league, they're not gonna lose a lot of games in their conference. So that was a good one. But the 2 that were close, it was the same story, where we just had a bunch of guys have empty at bats in the middle of the lineup, and that can't happen with this team. I mean, and the thing that made me, I guess, disappointed me the most was that if you're going to get pitching on a Sunday that's going to allow you to keep 2 good teams at 4 runs and 3 runs, we have to find a way to win those games, and we just didn't. And you don't get them back, and there's nothing we can do about it, but hopefully we can get a couple guys going, and the position player injuries have been a part of that. You take your 3-hole hitter, one of the best center fielders in the country, in Miles Risley. He's been out. He was out all weekend and going to be out for probably a couple more weeks. And then you take Ben Swales out, who had been swinging it well, and Jackson Frost is off to a slow start, and Ben couldn't play in Saturday's game, or he actually hurt it in his first at-bat. He hurt an oblique in the first at-bat against Alabama and didn't play the rest of the weekend, so I had no option there. And then Matt Delgado's given us some really good at-bats, and Matt gets hit in the first inning in the hand by a pitch and knocks him out. And like I said, it rains, it pours, and that's part of the deal. But overall, the State of the Union and the big picture is that we've put ourselves in a really good place, and we're off to a great start, and we're getting ready for a really tough stretch of games in conference play, where the schedule makers were not kind to us this year. And we're super blessed that we were able to play at home this weekend. When I scheduled the game with Lindenwood, it gave us the ability to flip it if we needed to, and possibly go to St. Louis if the weather had been bad here. Because we've never played, in my 13 years, we've never played week 3 at home. We've played week 4 before, and usually week 5 is usually, we've never played week 4 at home. We always schedule week 5. Because there's been a lot of years where we're still snowpacked.
We tried to move one of them to Kansas City one year, and it was 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So, but anyway, so we rolled the dice, and I made a deal with Coach Finnegan that, if it was bad here, we would just flip it and come to St. Louis, and if it was bad in St. Louis, we'd go to Memphis or wherever we had to go to play. But we needed to be at home if we got the weather, because we have to go to Penn State next week. back to Michigan State the next week. 2 cold weather teams that play on grass. Would have been 6 straight weeks on the road, and kind of crazy. I complained, but it got nowhere, and here we are. And then we get home, and our first home Big Ten is against the number 1 team in the country at UCLA.
Yeah, they're no good. I'm here with Coach Rick Heler. Coach, you kind of led me right into it. The years that I've traveled with you, the first 3 weeks on the road are tough, especially when you've got a new team, a young team. And, you didn't have a light schedule this year on the road. What does this week mean to kind of be able to be home, sleep in their own bed, and then get ready for still another tough stretch?
Well, the hope is that you can get rested up and get your strength back. And like you said, sleep in your own bed, eat well, not eating on the road all the time, late hours, just get back into a good routine and get physically and mentally regroup. Just a reboot is what it really is, and it isn't going to be that long, but we'll end up playing, looks like, potentially 5 games at home here before we have to go back out to Penn State. So, and then we're on spring break that next week when we play at Michigan State. It'll be the back end of spring break, so they won't have to go to class, and that'll help a little bit. But just, as you know, I mean, we've had to fly to 3 different places, and every flight to this point has been delayed. You're back at 4 in the morning, you're back at 3 in the morning, you're supposed to be, this trip's gonna be great, we're gonna be home by 10, and then you're delayed, and you're sitting at the turnstile waiting at 1 o'clock in the morning for your bags to come, and I mean, it's rough, and then getting up at 3 a.m. on at Wednesday night or Thursday morning, whatever you want to call it, to catch the plane. And I mean, it beats you down with the commercial flights and how they do those today. But our guys have, to this point, toughed it out pretty well.
What do a lot of newcomers on the team. What is kind of that? What does the 3 weeks on the road kind of give you an insight into their personality? What is it? How's this team?
It's an interesting team. A lot of introverts. A lot of guys who are quiet by nature, and not the high energy rah guys. And I think that I don't have the science to back it up, but I've talked to a lot of people, and they tell me that this is a result of this group being 13 years old during COVID and not being able to play with their friends for a full year.
Might make some sense.
And just the percentage of guys on our team that fall into that mode. And that's not bad. It's just who they are. It's just, a little different. Usually the percentages are more the other way. And you always have a percentage of guys who are like that. But this team probably has 60% like that. And a lot of the freshmen fall into that. And so, it's kind of... Sometimes it's kind of quiet.
Well, and you've got some quieter leaders too, and Gable Mitchell and Caleb Wolf. So, last question for you as we get going. So, what are you looking for out of today's game? Get a lot of guys to touch the rubber, get a lot of guys some at bats.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. It's more so about the pitching than anything else. This time of year, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Sometimes you feel like that. The position players are probably better off just not playing and just training and getting their strength back. But you've got all these young pitchers that need to throw and guys that need to work on stuff to get back to where they can pitch on the weekend or be better on the weekend. And the only way that's going to happen is to stick somebody in the box with a different color uniform on. And these games are bonuses. The way I look at it, that's why we schedule the non-Division I games early. Is if we play, great. If we don't, we'll just have to scrimmage indoors or whatever, simulate a game indoors. But this year we're going to get all 3 of the if games in. Yeah. And I tell people it's like it's not like we need competition right now. We just need another team to play, almost like a spring training game. And of course you want to win. I'm not saying that. And you play hard, you do everything right. But by playing the non-Division I, it doesn't hurt you win or loss on your RPI. They don't even count it. NCAA gives you 4 games you can do that with. And in our location, and we talked about this before, and I've tried to educate people because everybody says, why are you playing these guys? It's like, well, who am I going to play?
Yeah, wait.
So am I going to
Missouri coming up here in February?
And I'm going to schedule somebody that I need somebody that can make a phone call and flip it to Wednesday if I need to, or say, yeah, you come on down, let's go. We're playing on Tuesday, like I did the first time with Platteville. They called us, said, hey, it's going to be 60 next week on Tuesday. We'll play you if you want. Yeah. Sure. Because normally we don't play this time of year. I bet you go back in the history of Iowa baseball in 136 years, we've probably played under 10 games in February, and we played 2 this year.
40 years worth of good relationships you built up around coach.
Yeah. And the turf obviously is big, and said that when I came. Without the turf, what we've been able to do program-wise would have been impossible.
Yeah. I look forward to being here. I'll let you go, Coach.
All right, thanks a lot, John. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Coach Rick Heler, your Iowa Hawkeyes. We'll be back right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Get ready, Hawkeye fans. New head coach Ben McCullum and the Iowa men's basketball team are ready to hit the hardwood.
He's working hard into the corner. Koch hits a 3. Oh, talk about catch and shoot.
Carver Hawkeye Arena is heating up. Witness the electrifying plays in person and be a part of the roaring Carver crowd. Take in all the action happening at Carver Hawkeye Arena by visiting HawkeyeSports.com on Iowa, and go Hawks.
Welcome back to Hawkeye Baseball. I'm John Evans. We're going through starting lineups here. We'll have national anthem here in just a second. So before I give you the starting lineups, I'll wait for them to start. Hawkeyes in their all white uniforms today. Loras in the purple with the pinstripe. So we're going to have our national anthem break now. So we'll take our last pregame break. We'll take 60 more seconds. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
You're a Hawkeye. You named your dog Kinnick and your cat Herky. Your morning alarm is back in black. Yep, you're a Hawkeye. And now it pays to be a Hawkeye with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice Credit Union. Low fees and great perks, plus Iowa exclusives like your choice of a Hawkeye-powered Visa debit card, Iowa merchandise, and exclusive giveaways. You've spent more time at Finkbine than you have at your office, so we know you're a Hawkeye. Now make it pay with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice. Learn more at HawkeyeAccount.com.
Welcome back to Hawkeye Baseball. National anthem just finished up. Kyle's trying to heat us out here with the space heater. Thank you very much, Kyle. Let's pause 10 quick seconds for station identification. 10 seconds. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield. Loras, of course, will bat first. Jack Carney is the leadoff hitter. He plays left field. Jackson Cullen in the 2 holes, the DH. Ryan Quinlan playing second base, batting third. Colin Cassane, right fielder, batting cleanup. 4 home runs, leads the squad. Vince Polizzi, the other player over 400 for the Dewhawks. He bats fifth and plays first base. Vince McDowell is your catcher, batting sixth. Gotta make sure we get the name right here on Nolan. Nolan Zauko bats seventh. He plays third base. Alex Sandoval is the shortstop, batting 8th. And batting 9th is Jake Zeal, playing center field. For the Hawkeyes, around the infield, Jackson Frost will be at third base. Cooper Schulte at short. Gable Mitchell is your second baseman. Caleb Wolf is at first. Around the outfield, Joey Narrett is in left. Jalen Ziegler, is in center field. And Kellen Strohmeyer is in right. Your catcher today is Max Burt. And your pitcher making his second start is freshman Brady Ferguson. Brady's the freshman from Omaha, Nebraska, Millard West. Get it up there. It'll be fastball will come up in the low 90s. He'll throw a little cutter off that, slider, and a changeup. Had a good first outing. First start for the Hawks. He has 2 appearances on the year. ERA is 4. ERA is 6.75 in his 4 innings. He's given up 5 hits, 3 runs were all earned. Walked 1, struck out 5. As opponents hitting .294 against him here in the early going. A 6'3" right-hander. Going through his warm-up tosses. Hawks with the black hats with a gold block eye. Max Burt tosses it down to Cooper Schulte at second base. And Jack Carney, left-handed hitter, strolls up to the plate. First pitch at 4:02 from Ferguson. Ground ball out to Schulte at short. Scoops it up, fires it across the diamond. 1 pitch, 1 out. 95-mile-an-hour fastball to start the game. And that'll bring up Jackson Cullen. DH has 8 hits on the year, 3 doubles. First pitch to him, it's a breaking ball, just misses inside. Ferguson set at the belt, fires in, misses outside with a fastball. I'm sorry, that was off speed outside. Ferguson gets the sign, pitching from the stretch. First base side of the rubber, the 2-0. Catches the outside corner for a strike, 2-1. Good fastball there, dotted the outside at 94. 2 balls, 1 strike, here it comes. Good pitch there. Another fastball busted on the inside part there. Evens the count now, it's 2-2. Working quickly. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball's a beauty. Gets the swing and the miss. First strikeout is the second out of the inning. 81 miles an hour after getting busted with a fastball on the inside. That ball breaks across the outside part of the plate. That'll bring up Ryan Quinlan, sophomore second baseman. Left-handed hitter. First pitch to him. Fastball right down below the zone. Another good pitch, 95, just below the knees. Here's the 1-0. Drops down below the zone there. 2 balls, no strikes. Scoreboard has 1-1, so either I missed something or they did. 2-0. Popped out a play down the left field line, 2-1. Ferguson's fell behind the last two hitters. See if he can battle back here. The 2-1 pitch. That misses down low now, 3-1. Ferguson comes set. Here's the 3-1 delivery. Misses outside, ball 4. That'll bring up the most dangerous power hitter in the Duhawk lineup, in Colin Cassane. 4 home runs on the year. He's hitting .458. 11 hits and 24 at-bats. Driven in 11 runs. The right-handed junior. First pitch from Ferguson. Breaking ball catches the top of the zone. 0-1. Yeah, really wants to get ahead here, working from a more power position. 0-1. Same pitch right at the top of the zone again, 0-2. The 0-2 delivery went right back. That was more the real curveball. That one missed up above the zone, though. Same plane, so see if he set him up to do something now, break it down and away. It's the 1-2 pitch, runners on the go. Strike 3 called, and that will do it anyway. A runner thrown out. We got 4 outs in the inning, so the Hawks will start with an extra one in the second. Ferguson works around a 2-out walk, and we will head to the bottom of the first with no score. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 59 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare Campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Gable Mitchell, Cooper Schulte, Caleb Wolf will be 1, 2, 3. Kellen Strohmeyer, Mitch Wood, Joey Narrett, 4, 5, and 6. And then rounding out the 7, 8, 9 is Max Burt, Jakeson Frost, and Jalen Ziegler. It's the Hawkeye lineup for today here to get started. And they will face Dylan Ackerman, the left-handed senior. 9.82 ERA. He's 0-1 on the year, 3 2/3 innings, giving up 6 hits. 4 runs have all been earned. The first pitch to Mitchell. Breaking ball catches the outside part of the plate. And Ackerman's ahead 0-1. 0-1 delivery. Busts him inside, 86 mile an hour, a little up and in, 1-1. Mitchell hitting .512 on the year. 7 extra base hits of his 22. 1-1. Pushes a bunt down the third base line, and it'll go just foul. Down in the count now, 1-2. Mitchell batting from the left side of the plate. When it came to Iowa, he was a switch hitter. And a decision to focus just on the left side now. Really developed through the years. It's gotten better and better. 1-2. Popped up on the infield. Tracked back by Sandoval. He'll range back and get it as the shortstop. One down. Cooper Schulte now steps to the plate.
Batting second for the Hawks, shortstop number 9, Cooper Schulte.
Cooper hitting .357 on the year. First pitch to Schulte. Grounded near the Loras dugout. Ackerman ahead again. It's 0-1. 76 mile an hour there. Good breaking ball down and in. 0-1. Misses away. A ball and a strike now. Schulte, the junior from New London, Iowa. Here's the 1-1. Takes it across the plate for a strike. 1-2. Sky's lightening up a little bit. 1-2 pitch. Down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lights are on. It's been cloudy here in Iowa City all day. Lightened up just a little bit here as we've gotten to game time. 2-2. Line drive. That goes out into left field for the first hit of the game. Schulte rounds first, but he'll park it right there. 86 in, 99 out on a good line drive single to left, and that'll bring up Caleb Wolf.
Now batting, Iowa's first baseman number 1, Caleb Wolf.
Wolfie also hitting .512 on the year, the left-handed hitting first baseman. He's on quite a tear here. The pitch catches the outside part of the plate. First pitch strike. Caleb steps in. Schulte takes the lead at first. Ackerman chases him back. Ackerman, the left-hander, sets up on the third base side. That one probably wasn't his best move as he just stepped straight toward first base. Easy read for Cooper Schulte. Back to first again, a little more of a snap throw that time. Schulte with the lead. Ackerman set. 0-1. That one misses upstairs. 1-1. Caleb's refused to get out here the last couple games. See if he can continue that action. Ackerman checks the wristband. He's got his sign. The 1-1 delivery on the way. Misses wide. 2 balls and a strike. Ackerman, a lot of off-speed stuff coming up in the mid-70s. So adjustment for Hawkeye hitters here. Good lead from Schulte. Chases him back to first. I feel like a good count to run on here. 2-1. Got a good Batman in the box. Schulte moving. Hit and run was on as Wolf slaps it past third base coach David Pearson. And that'll make the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schulte will jog back to first. Kellen Strohmeyer on deck. Infield shifted just a touch. The 2-2 pitch will actually go over to first base. Ackerman back on the rubber, checks the wristband. Wolf in the box. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle, that's trouble. Shortstop takes it over, Thriers to first. Kept his foot on the bag there at first base. Nice play there from Alex Sandoval. As he gets the unassisted out at second base and fires it over to get Wolf at first. So it turns into 3 up, 3 down. And we will head to the top of the second inning, still scoreless. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hawkeye Nation, the wait is over. Carver Hawkeye Arena is calling, and the Iowa men's basketball team is ready to light it up under new head coach Ben McCullum. It's his first year at the helm, and the Hawks are ready to fly with high-octane style of play that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Single game tickets are on sale now. Secure your seat, bring the energy, and help give the Hawks the home court advantage. Head to HawkeyeSports.com and grab your tickets today. Let's pack Carver and make this season one to remember. Go Hawks!
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Scoreless first inning. Vince Polizzi, Vince McDowell. And then Nolan Zauko will be 5, 6, 7 here. And they'll face the new pitcher. They will face the left-handed freshman Carter Wilcox. Freshman from Aurora, California. 6'1", 165 pounds. Wilcox has 2 appearances on the season, including a start, thrown a couple innings, 3 hits, 4 runs have all been earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 360, 375 against him. So I want to see him jump in the zone and try to attack here. Fastball's right around 90, plus a little bit. He's got a curveball, a slider, and a changeup. Polizzi hits .435 on the season. Second best hitter in the Duhawk lineup right now. First pitch to him is a fastball outside. Ackerman worked ahead in the bottom half of the first inning. Iowa pitchers have worked from behind for the most part. 1-0. That ball just misses inside as he brought the fastball back in. 2 balls, no strikes. Polizzi has 5 walks on the season and no strikeouts, so disciplined plate hitter. 2-0. Tough squeeze at the top of the zone there, and it's 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Here's the delivery. That's across for a strike. 93-mile-an-hour fastball there. Strike 1. (3-1). Popped out of play. Counts now full as the 92-mile-an-hour fastball finds the middle of the zone. Wilcox working quickly. Here's the 3-2. popped up. In comes Frost, makes the play between third base and the pitcher's rubber, and that'll be the first out. Good battle back there from Wilcox after falling behind 3-0, gets back in the zone with 3 fastballs and gets the first out. Vince McDowell, now the catcher, steps in. Breaking ball misses wide. Wilcox did a nice job with the fastball, but having a hard time locating the off speed right now. The 1-0. Comes back to that high fastball there, gets a swing and a miss, 1-1. Line drive out to short. Oh, past a diving Cooper Schulte. First hit for the Dewhawks. Got up to the fastball. That was 92, top of the zone. Good job getting there, pulling it through the hole. Second base runner of the game. Nolan Zacco now to the plate. Not a lot of stolen bases in the Loras lineup. Wilcox snaps it over, though, to chase him back. One out here in the top of the second inning. McDowell down at first base. Swing and a miss there on a less than ideal fastball. A 1. Good breaking ball there. Finds the outer edge of the plate. Ahead now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the set. Swing and a miss. 3 good pitches there. Fastball right back down the middle. And a strikeout for Wilcox is the second out of the inning.
Shortstop number 10, Alex Sandoval.
Alex Sandoval now steps up. Tough start to the season for him. Just hitting 100, 2 hits and 20 at-bats. First pitch to him. Up high, ball 1. McDowell still down at first base. He singled with 1 out. 1-0 pitch from Wilcox. Swing and a miss. Fastball just above the zone, gets the chase. Evens the count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Good breaking ball, just missed. That was much better located, but didn't find the zone, didn't get the chase. Just missed slightly low and in. 2 balls and a strike now. See if he comes back to the fastball. Goes to first instead. Wolf isn't standing on first base, and McDowell is kind of jockeying back and forth with Wolf. 2 balls and a strike here. Here's the pitch. Fastball's popped up into left field. Narrett will camp under it, and that'll be the third out of the inning. Fastball kind of launched straight up into the air. Duhawk leaves a runner on first base, and we will head to the bottom of the second inning, still scoreless. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hey, it's Coach Jan Jensen. Join me for Hawk Talk on the Hawkeye Radio Network weekly, live at the Watermill Kitchen and Bar at the Iowa River Landing. Check the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com. Go Hawks!
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Hey Hawks, it's Coach Ben McCullum. Join me for Hawk Talk on the Hawkeye Radio Network, weekly at the Watermill Kitchen and Bar. Check out the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com. Go Hawks.
This scoreboard update's brought to you by Community Choice Credit Union. High fees, unfair charges, no early paydays, no bank you. Become an unbanker instead at Community Choice. Looking around the Big Ten. Of course, I lost my scoreboard. There it is. Nebraska 4-2 over South Dakota State, top of the 7th inning. Rutgers and Stony Brook tied at 1 in the 7th. Xavier 8-4 over Ohio State. Delaware 3-2 over Maryland, top of the 4th. Penn State 4-1 over St. John's, top of the 4th. Clemson and Michigan State later. Milwaukee and Minnesota later. Kellen Strohmeyer steps in. Mitch Wood on deck. Dylan Ackerman out for his second inning of work. That ball's kind of just into the bat, out into right center field, base hit. And so Strohmeyer with a cue ball single, 74 in, 73 out. It all goes down as a hit in the scorebook. That's the only part that matters. So Stroh's down at first. Mitch Wood steps in. Can you call Mitch Atumwa's finest when Rick's from that area too? Mitch Wood in. Takes that pitch down in the dirt. Ball 1. Woody hitting .375 on the season. 6 hits and 16 at-bats. 1 extra base hit. Stroh 4 for 4 at stolen bases, so a big threat down there. Pitch clock getting short. Steps off and has to call time. Actually, pitch comm. Looks like we're having some issues there on the Loras pitch comm. Catcher will switch out. Vince McDowell change his band there. 1 ball, no strikes to Mitch Wood. Kellen Strohmeyer down at first. He led off the inning with a single. Good lead from Kellen. Chased back to first. Joey Narrett on deck. Ackerman set. Nope. Got some issues again with the pitch comm. Technology's great until it's not. We're finding the it's not part right now. So a ball and no strikes. Wood back in. Snap throw over to first. Strohmeyer back standing up. Ackerman set at the belt. Good catch there by McDowell as that ball's well up and away. Ackerman hasn't thrown a ton of fastballs. That one got away from him up high and away from Wood. Falling now behind 2-0. Wood in and ready, 2-0. Swing and a miss. Took something off that one, 75, right in the middle of the plate. But Woody way out in front. 2 balls and a strike now. Swing and a miss again. 77 inside part of the plate. Got a little foul tip. Ackerman's gone to a slide step as well, and so Strohmeyer not able to get a good jump at all. Count now even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, line drive, foul, just misses down the third base line. Different hitting background in the early season here with all the construction going on in the dental parking lot. Crane over there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, up and away, full count. Flag's not moving too bad. Just little flap in. Fairly decent day. See if Strohmeyer's moving here with a 3-2 count. And see if Ackerman decides to try to hold him close. Pitch clock violation, so we'll have the walk anyway. As Loras having all kinds of issues just getting the pitches in and getting organized. So after falling behind, after battling back, an anticlimactic walk puts Strohmeyer to second, puts Wood at first, and Joey Narrett steps in. Squares to bunt, right back to the pitcher. Ackerman worries about his hat, then flips it to first. Sack bunt 1-3, moves the runners up. I was about to say, you see that left-handed 32 hit step into the box. My first time seeing live. I think that's Reese Moore. I'm not sure I saw Reese bunt in his Hawkeye career, so that would have been a new poll. Max Burt steps in. Birdie, the catcher, hitting .409, has a couple runners now out in scoring position. As I was trying to find what he's hitting with runners in scoring position, he's hit by the pitch. So 1 out now, bases are loaded for the Hawkeyes. And up steps Jackson Frost. Frosty's name is unfortunately appropriate for him at this point, as he's hitting .077 on the year. See if Jackson can pop out of it here. Couple runners on base, 3 runners on base, just 1 out. First pitch, taken for a strike. 78, right down at the bottom of the zone. Jackson's got some pop. Takes that down low. Oh, he did go. Wow. Boy, that's when you know it's going bad for you, is when that's called a strike. So he's now fall behind 0-2. You got to find some confidence here if you're Jackson. 0-2. Just misses. Up and away. Good eye. Trust your training here. Trust the zone. Now he's probably coming back with now the 75-mile-an-hour floater. Bases loaded. 1-2. In the dirt. Good block there from McDowell. 2-2. Strohmeyer, Wood, and Burt are your base runners. Jackson Frost trying to get the Hawkeyes on the board. Here's the 2-2. Another pitch down, just in. Good stop again from McDowell. And after being in command 0-2, counts now full. Jackson Frost takes ball 4, up and away. Boy, that's a pretty good at-bat from Jackson to battle back. He a little tentative early on, but kept to his zone, trusted himself. And the first run comes across on a walk, and that'll now bring up Jalen Ziegler. Hawks up 1-0, still just one out here in the inning. Nobody just now walking down to the Loras bullpen, so it is Ackerman's inning, and he misses up and away again. A little more urgency down there in the bullpen now. Andrew Krause getting ready to play some catch. 1-0. Ground ball to first. Comes to the plate. Ziegler gets out at the plate. Good force out. 3-2. As Polizzi comes home to McDowell to get Strohmeyer. And the fielder's choice is the second out of the inning. Hawkeyes still have the bases loaded. Now the top of the order turns over. Gable Mitchell up. Ackerman was trying to work quickly, but Mitchell wasn't ready, so forced the reset. Here's the first pitch to Mitchell. Squares the bunt, fouls it off. And so falls behind 0-1. No balls, one strike, bases loaded, bottom of the second inning. That misses away. 1-1. Lefty on lefty matchup here. 1-1. Away, 2 balls and a strike. Mitchell's first at-bat with the bases loaded on the year. 538 with runners in scoring position, but that's what happens when you're hitting 500. 2-1. Away, 3-1. 8 walks, 1 strikeout for Gable Mitchell in the season. And now it's 3-1. See if he can do some damage here. Out to left field, drifting back. That's got the left fielder in a bind, and that bounces off the wall. 3 runs will score. Gable will cruise into second base. Jam on the brakes there. A 3-run double for Gable Mitchell as the Hawks take a 4-0 lead on Mitchell's 6th double of the season and RBIs 11, 12, and 13. That ball just kept drifting, kept hanging. And what wind there is blowing it out to left there. And Jack Carney couldn't make the highlight play to help his pitcher out. And Cooper Schulte now will try to extend the inning. Coop fouls it right back into the net. No balls and a strike here. Ackerman deals to Schulte. Gets past the catcher. Mitchell can't see it. Gets to the backstop. And Mitchell moves up to third. The ball scooted through the 5-hole. And Schulte will have an opportunity. 278 with runners in scoring position. 372 on the years. He had a first inning single. Sharp line drive to left. That ball is inside. 2 balls and a strike now. Schulte takes that ball just off the plate. Coops ahead, 3 balls and 1 strike. Caleb Wolf on deck. Ackerman's pitch. Ground ball. just foul into the Loras dugout. Full count now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Hawks have 4 in the inning on a couple hits and a couple free bases. Mentioned the free bases in the open. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Drop, third strike. Throw goes down to first base, and that'll do it. But the Hawks get 4 runs in the inning and take a 4-0 lead now. We will head to the bottom of the second. 4-0 Hawks. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
For all things college baseball, including live games and talk, tune in to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 and streaming on the Sirius XM app. Top of the third inning now, as the Hawks will stick with Carter Wilcox. And he'll face 9-1-2 Jake Zeal, Jack Carney, and Jackson Cullen. Solid inning there. Iowa took some good at-bats. Took the walk when it was coming around, and a couple of free bases that way. Zeal, the left-hander, steps in, hitting .227 on the year. Squares to bunt, pulls it back. Missed just outside. Not much, though. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. That one's across. Good breaking ball there. As Wilcox's outings lengthened out here, he's done a better job of getting some command on the off-speed pitch. Here's the 1-1. Squares to bunt again, pulls back. Off-speed pitch up and in, 2 balls and a strike. Two 1. Good fastball on the outside part of the plate, 94. We're even 2-2. Working quickly, the pitch. Just down low, full count. Zeal in, Wilcox full windup, 3-2. Breaking ball's a beauty. Strike 3 on the curveball that breaks right across the center of the plate, buckled Zeal's knees. First out is a strikeout here in the top of the third inning. Top of the order now, Jack Carney comes to the plate. Carney 0 for 1 on the day, takes a fastball up. Carney took the first pitch and served it out to Cooper Schulte on the ground. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking balls again, another beauty. We're now 1-1. Wilcox again, fastball now. Pops it over the outside part of the plate. Down low, knee high too, so great pitch there. A ball, 2 strikes. Wilcox working. Breaking balls, ground. Wolfe will have to hustle to the bag. Beats Carney there. Good backhand play from Caleb Wolfe. And then good hustle over to the bag. As Carter Wilcox was not getting off the bag to get over there, getting off the rubber to get over there. So Caleb takes it himself for the second out. 3 unassisted. Brings up Jackson Cullen. Fastball thrown it right into the ground, that one. That one was full spike. Cullen struck out in his first at-bat. One-0 pitch. Floater misses in, 2-0. Two-0 pitch from Wilcox. Up and in, 3-0. Hawks haven't had a clean pitching inning yet. Going to need Wilcox to battle back to make that possible this inning. 3-0. 4-pitch walk. Brings up Ryan Quinlan.
Now batting second baseman, number 9, Ryan Quinlan.
Second walk for Hawkeye pitching today. Breaking ball gets the outside part of the plate there, 0-1. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Wolfe holding Cullen at first base. Not too tight, not too big of a lead. 0-1. Breaking ball floats up high. 1-1. Quinlan, 7 walks to 2 strikeouts, so not a guy that's likely to strike out. Actually has 8 walks now, as he walked in the first inning. Ball and a strike. Up high, 2-1. Low 30s for Wilcox in pitches, so no real sweat there. 2 balls and a strike. Actually goes to first base. Chases Cullen back. Left-handed pitcher in Wilcox. First base side of the rubber. Short move to first. 2-1. Floats it wide. 3-1. Looked great against Carney. Dominated the zone. Last 2 hitters really struggled. Not really Kasain on deck. Not really the guy you want to put free bases in front of. 3-1. Ball 4. Not even close, really. And Colin Kasain in his 4 home runs comes to the plate. Max Burt will go out and have a chat with the freshman.
Batting for Loras, right fielder, number 30, Colin Kasain.
Kasain struck out in the first inning to end the first. Wants to swing the bat. No walks, 7 strikeouts. Takes that pitch inside, though. One-0 pitch. Up and 92. And that'll bring First-year pitching coach Wes Obermueller out of the dugout. Trying to slow the freshman down. Wilcox has worked quickly. It was to his advantage when things were going well, but as he started to spray it a little bit, you kind of want to take just a little deep breath, find the zone, and get locked in a little bit. Home plate umpire Alan Steckel will go out, join the party on the mound. Understands everybody's dinner plans, and everybody heads back. 2 balls, no strikes. After 2 fairly quick outs, 2 not so quick at bats led to walks. Actually, I guess they were quick. 4-pitch walk and a 5-pitch walk. 2-0. That's a cross for a strike. Fastball busts on the inside. 2-1. Runners take their leads. Cassane is ready. Wilcox looks, fires. 2-1. Good breaking ball there. Evens the count now. 2-2. It's Cullen at second, Quinlan at first. The 2-2 to Cassane. Fouled off as he fought that one off. That was a good fastball, inside part of the plate. Got it in on his hands. And we'll reset 2-2 again. Burt set. Cassane is set. Wilcox deals. Breaking ball is a great pitch, but dropped down below the zone. Good discipline there to not chase. The full count will put the runners in motion. Wilcox deals and misses well inside. It needs to come cover the plate now. A 3rd walk of the inning, loads the bases and brings up Polizzi, who is the next hitter you don't want to see after Cassane. See if Wilcox can settle in here. A pitch to him, swing and a miss from Polizzi. Polizzi popped out to Frost in the 2nd inning. That ball just misses. One ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Down and away, 2-1. Wilcox heavy laboring here. 2 balls and a strike. Popped out of play. That'll go over the baseball facility. 2 balls, 2 strikes. See if Carter can buckle in here and get the 3rd strike and the 3rd out. The pitch. Fouled straight back to the screen. Bases are loaded. Hawks lead 4-0 here, top of the 3rd. The pitch. Fisted down to 3rd. Tough play. Frost! Oh, boy. See if that's challenged. That was late. I'm going to say that. We're going to get an appeal here. I think he's safe, but it's a great play from Frost. I think it's going to be just a half a beat late. That's going to be an RBI single, but we'll see here on the challenge. The ball got in on Polizzi's fists, but it stayed fair. Frost made a great play. I don't think he really had a play at third. I think that was really his only option, was to try to come across the diamond and get the out. But because it was such a slow roller, really nothing to do with it. Good strong throw across, but Polizzi hustling down the line. Hawkeyes had hustled to the dugout, but were then sent back out. See if we get the clear and obvious to overturn it. If you're listening in pregame, heard Coach Heller mention Lindenwood in town for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Might turn out to be Saturday, Sunday with the way the weather looks, but we'll start with the premise that it'll be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Weather, at least temperature-wise, will hold up. We might get some other storms and other interesting things to make it more difficult. Kyle's got the iPad for me. Is it clear and obvious? It's not clear and obvious because he's called out on the replay appeal. So that'll do it. Loras loads the bases in the top of the third, but a 5-3 ground out. Frost to Wolf is the third out of the top of the third inning. Hawks lead 4-0. We'll head to the bottom of the third. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Andrew Krause is the new Loras pitcher, and I will tell you all about him when we come back after 10 seconds for station identification. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield. Caleb Wolf, Kellen Strohmeyer, and Mitch Wood will face the new left-handed pitcher. .1350 ERA in his one appearance. Inning and a third, 3 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. No walks, a strikeout. Opponents hit .429 against Andrew. Another left-hander. He's a senior, 6'2", 165. Wolfie squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes it inside. A ball and no strikes. One-0 to Wolf. That misses just down and away. 2-0. Wolf steps in the pitch. Up high, 3-0. Krause trying to work fast. Wolfie's trying to work him a little bit, taking the pitch clock to his advantage. Doesn't have to be in and ready. 3-0 pitch is across for a strike, 3-1. Kellen Strohmeyer on deck. Caleb grounded into a double play to end the first inning. End his on-base streak. That ball's popped up. Sandoval going back. Make the catch out in shallow left field for the first out here of the third inning. Kellen Strohmeyer strolls to the plate.
Hawkeye right fielder number 44, Kellen Strohmeyer.
Stroh flared one out into right center field to start the second inning, came around to score. That ball's lined at the second baseman. Good backhanded play, picks it up, fires it over. Good play from Quinlan. And there's 2 down here in the third.
Hawkeye designated hitter number 20.
Money Mitch Wood. We'll try to get the Hawkeye third started with 2 outs. First pitch to Mitch. Cross for a strike, 0-1. That ball is popped out into left field, over the left fielder's head, bounces off the wall, scoops it up. That will be a hard hit double with 2 outs for Mitch Wood. Woody's second double. Joey Narrett now comes to the plate with a runner in scoring position. Narrett had a sacrifice bunt in the second inning. Swing and a miss there. Narrett hitting .357 with runners in scoring position. He's got a chance with Mitch Wood out at second base. Krause is trying to work really fast, not letting the Hawkeye hitters' eyes come up and give them the ready. Narrett ready this time. 0-1. Breaking ball's ripped down to the right field line. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Narrett will round first. Wood will cruise into the plate. Back-to-back 2-out doubles for the Hawks, and it's 5-0. Good pitch there, inner part of the plate. Narrett turned on it, ripped it down the line. Back-to-back extra base hits for the Hawks. Extend the lead, and it'll give Max Bird a chance here in the bottom of the third inning. Double number 6 for Narrett. First pitch to Birdie, ground ball out to short. Good play there, fires it across the diamond. Sandoval's made a couple of strong plays out at short. He fired across to get Burt. Hawks get a run on 2 hits. 1 left on base. Now lead 5-0 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. We'll take the commercial break. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as $0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
Hey everyone, David Kahn here. It's time to play ball. The 2026 season is upon us, and the best way to get in the game is by listening to College Sports Now's official baseball podcast, Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers. Each week, we'll have exclusive interviews with players and coaches that take you inside the locker room as we unpack the top stories of teams all across the country. We're delivering our best fastball, so step into the batter's box and tee us up. Available wherever you podcast on the College Sports Now feed or on YouTube. Just search Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers.
Hawkeye Baseball is brought to you by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort. Stop by today for a relaxing massage at the spa, fine dining at Ruthie's Steak and Seafood, and so much more. Visit Riverside Casino and Golf Resort today, located minutes south of Iowa City. The new Hawkeye pitcher is from my old hometown. To the mound steps Bo Leisure from Knoxville, Iowa, the junior. Had 3 appearances on the season, 2 1/3 innings, only given up 1 hit. 3 runs have all been earned, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. So Leisure needs to be in the strike zone. Saw a Knoxville baseball jacket down there a little earlier, kind of brought back some memories from way back in the day. Leisure gets the fastball up there in the low 90s. He's got a slider, change, and a splitter. He's going to face 6, 7, 8. Vince McDowell, the first hitter. First pitch to him's up high, ball 1. McDowell singled through the left side in his first at-bat, so 1 for 1 on the day. Average up to 333 now. That misses away, 2-0. To a pitch. Down low, 3-0. So just what we talked about as we announced his stats. Got to get in the zone. Breaking ball there finds the outer portion of the plate, 3-1. Couple hit batters to go with those 3 walks as well, so too many free bases. Another good breaking ball though, and the count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. See if Leisure can fight all the way back here. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball that time, tried it again, up and in. McDowell's been on both times, this time with a walk.
That brings up third baseman number 26, Nolan Zackow.
Zackow now to the plate, Nolan Zackow. Right-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. First pitch to him. Boy, good block from Bird as that ball spiked well in front of home plate. It's tougher on your defense too, and you're not in the strike zone. It's cold. That ball's fisted out into center field. Ziegler on the run, makes the catch. Got a chance at first base. Doesn't take the throw. Good running catch from Ziegler. 1 away here in the 4th. Sandoval now to the plate.
Number 10, Alex Sandoval.
And if you're Leisure here, you've got to attack the zone. Guy's got 2 hits and 21 at-bats on the season. Leisure snaps it over to first. Sandoval flew out to left in the 2nd inning. Leisure set at the belt. The pitch. Good breaking ball there across for a strike, 0-1. McDowell likely not a running threat. Oh, 1 pitch. Up high, 1-1. Ball and a strike, the pitch. Good breaking ball there. Ahead in the count now, 1-2. Leisure gets his sign. Take command here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Breaking ball just misses inside, 2-2. Two from Leisure. Swing and a miss. Outstanding breaking ball there. Busted it off the outside part of the plate. Gets his first strikeout. There's 2 away here in the 4th inning.
Now batting center fielder, number 14, Jake Zeal.
Jake Zeal steps in. Left-handed hitter. Leisure snaps it over to first. Zeal hitting .217 on the year, struck out in the 3rd inning. The pitch, squares the bunt, pops it up. Actually got it over the back screen. It's an impressive bunt. Hawks have struck out 5 times, but they've also walked 5 times. So all the action been on the pitchers so far. Just 1 hit for Loras. Max Burt having issues with pitch com. I mentioned Leisure, a junior, was at Abilene Christian, Kirkwood Community College. Back into the home state now. 6'4", 226 on the program. So no balls, 1 strike to Zeal. Leisure set. Here's the pitch. Just misses wide. 1-1. McDowell still camped down at first. He walked an hour ago. The 1-1. 2-1. Floats wide. Two balls, 1 strike. Leisure snaps it over to first. Leisure set. 2-1. Good pitch there. Blew it right past Zeal that time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. See if Leisure can finish off the inning here. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts in the 4th inning. And after a lead-off walk, nothing more doing for the Hawks, and we'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning with Iowa leading 5-0. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively relentlessly at your service.
You're a Hawkeye. You named your dog Kinnick and your cat Herky. Your morning alarm is back in black. Yep, you're a Hawkeye. And now it pays to be a Hawkeye with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice Credit Union. Low fees and great perks, plus Iowa exclusives like your choice of a Hawkeye-powered Visa debit card, Iowa merchandise, and exclusive giveaways. You've spent more time at Finkbine than you have at your office, so we know you're a Hawkeye. Now make it pay with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice. Learn more at HawkeyeAccount.com.
Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home to Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Jackson Frost comes to the plate. He walked back in the second. Bigger deal than it feels like. He'd fallen behind 0-2, and he's having some struggles at the plate. Battled all the way back, drew the walk. Hawks end up scoring 4 in the bottom of the second inning, and Frost was one of those runs scored. That ball's popped out into left field. Carney going back, drifts back, makes the catch. 1 away here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Sounded like it just fisted it a little bit. Didn't quite get full barrel contact. And Jalen Ziegler will come to the plate. Grounded to first, fielder's choice. Punches at the bunt there, fouled. Grounded to Polizzi, who fired to McDowell at the plate for the second out. That ball's popped out of play. 0-2. Kraus works fast. 0-2 pitch. Popped out of play again. Ziegler in and ready. 0-2. Up and up. Up and high. 1-2. Ziegler 250 on the year. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Ziegler. Second out here in the fourth. This is when the Hawkeye rally started in the third inning. Back-to-back doubles with 2 outs. Scored a run. Gable Mitchell will try to get that going. Gable 1 for 2 on the day, but the one was loud, a 3-run double to give the Hawkeyes some breathing room there in the second inning. First pitch to Gable. Line drive, base hit. Good ball out into right field. Misplay. That ball skips past, and that's to the wall. Mitchell around second and head to third. And he will cruise in standing up to third. Lackadaisical play from Colin Cassane. The ball skipped past him, went all the way to the wall. Jake Zeal hustled over to back him up. A single and a 2-base error. And Cooper Schulte will have a chance to drive in a run. 5th hit of the game for the Hawks, 2nd for Gable Mitchell. First pitch to Schulte, misses outside. Schulte has a hit. He singled in the first. Swing and a miss there, though. Single in the first, but a strikeout to end the second. Let's see if what Coop can do here. That ball catches the outside part of the plate now, 1-2. 286 with runners on, 263 with runners in scoring position. Big chance here for Cooper. It's 214 though with 2 outs. That ball's grounded to short. Sandoval over, throws on the run. Schulte hustles but can't get there. Another great play from Sandoval. And the Duhawks work around the error out in right field with a good play from Sandoval. Hawks leave one. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning with the Hawks up 5-0. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
This scoreboard update is brought to you by Community Choice Credit Union. Does your bank treat you right? Tell them no bank, you, and become an unbanker at Community Choice. Nebraska scores 1 in the bottom of the 8th to beat South Dakota State 5-4. Rutgers beats Stony Brook 5-1. Xavier putting it to Ohio State. It's 13-4. Maryland 5-3 over Delaware. Penn State 9-2 over St. John's. We've got the 2 other games that'll be getting started here soon. As Cole Moore strides to the mound, 6'3", 210-pound freshman from Van Meter. 3 appearances on the season, 2 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs have all been earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, a 13.50 ERA. Brother of former Hawkeye Reese Moore. Cole gets a fastball up there, upper 80s. Throw a little sinker, cutter, slider change. Full action, right-handed pitcher. And the first pitch to the leadoff hitter, Jack Carney, goes foul. Hawkeye dugout. 0-1. So he cycled back around to the top of the order. Carney 0 for 2 on the day. 0-1 pitch. Down in the dirt, 1-1. Just 1 hit allowed for Hawkeye pitchers, but 5 walks. 1-1 pitch. That ball's popped out into center field. Ziegler drifts back. Under it now, makes the catch, 1 away. One out here in the 5th. Jackson Cullen now to the plate. Cullen's 0 for 1. He's got a walk. Right-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. Lined out into right at Strohmeyer. Comes a step in, goes a step back, makes the catch, 2 away. Ryan Quinlan now. Couple walks for the left-handed hitter. 263 on the year for Quinlan. Cole Moore with the pitch. Breaking ball across for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Fouled out of play. It's 0-2. Iowa getting a lot of the freshman arms action here today. And here's the 0-2 from Moore. Inside, 1-2. Fly out to center, a line out to right. You might as well get Narrett some action in left if you're going to do it. 1-2 pitch. Oh, right back up the box. Second hit of the game for Loras is a line drive single right up the middle. And that'll bring up Kassane.
Now batting right fielder, number 30, Colin Kassane.
Right-handed hitter crowds the plate. Quinlan's been on all 3 times now. Good pitch there. Catches the inside part of the plate. 0-1. See what Moore comes back to now. Ahead 0-1. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Mitchell easily grabs it, touches second base on his own. 4 unassisted is the third out of the inning. Hawks lead 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Despite the unshakable Iowa-Corn Cy-Hawk rivalry, there is one thing Iowa State and University of Iowa fans can both agree on. Getting hyped for Unleaded 88. It's cleaner burning and better for your engine, and it's cheaper than other fuel options, making Unleaded 88 the clear fuel choice. If Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk rivals can agree on it, you know it's worth the hype. So pump it up with Unleaded 88, grown by Iowa corn farmers.
March on over to Riverside Casino and Golf Resort March 26th for an unforgettable performance by country music star Tracy Lawrence. Get ready to hear iconic hits such as Paint Me a Birmingham and Time Marches On, as well as find out who your friends are and Texas Tornado. This is one country music experience you won't want to miss. Secure your tickets now for this must-see concert at riversidecasinoandresort.com or visit our gift shop. We'll see you there.
Andrew Krause back out to the mound for the Duhawks. He'll face Caleb Wolf, Kellen Strohmeyer, and Mitch Wood. Lefty-lefty matchup, his first 2 batters here.
Hawkeye, first baseman, number 1, Caleb Wolf.
Caleb Wolf, a rare 0 for 2 right now as he steps to the plate. First pitch to Wolfie. Inside, ball 1. Krause has not been overpowering, but he has been extremely effective. 2 innings of work, 3 hits, giving up a run, bound back-to-back doubles. That misses away, or down inside, I'm sorry, 2-0. Hasn't walked a batter, does have a strikeout. He's made the Hawks hit it. That ball just misses. Good pitch there, but Wolf with a good eye. The 3 Hawkeye hits against Krause have all come with 2 outs. So he's been able to kind of limit and surround the damage. That ball catches the inside part of the plate. 3 balls and a strike now. Wolf grounded into a double play in the first, popped out to short in the third. Trying to change his fortune here in the 5th, and he draws a walk. That's a good team guy there. You're batting almost 500 on the year. You're 0 for 2 on the day against a Division III team, and instead of taking a rip at a pitch that's not real good, you take ball 4 just up and in and take your free base. Kellen Strohmeyer now to the plate. That ball misses away, ball 1. Stroh singled and scored in the second, grounded out to second in the third. Snap throw over. Wolf dives back. Strohmeyer, ground ball up the middle. Good line drive. Wolf will round second, but he'll hold there. First two have reached here in the 5th inning on the Strohmeyer single up the box. And Mitch Wood will come to the plate. Nobody out here in the 5th.
Hawkeye designated hitter, number 24, Mitch Wood.
Wood 1 for 1 on the day. Been on base both times. Walked back in the 2nd, got stranded at 3rd. Then ripped a double to left field back in the 3rd. Scored when Narrett doubled behind him. That ball's taken away. A ball and no strikes. 7 hits now on the day for the Hawks. One-0 pitch. Woody takes it down in the dirt, 2-0. Joey Narrett on deck for the Hawks. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Floaters across, 2-1. Good pitch there. 2-0, you're kind of, if you're Wood, you're looking fastball, and instead he gets a frisbee. 2-1. That ball is ripped out into left. Will it stay fair? It does. Home run right down the left field line. A 3-run bomb for Mitch Wood. And the Hawks lead 8-0. Woody's first home run on the year. That was just pure Carlton Fisk. Would it stay fair? It does. It's gone. And the Hawks have extended the lead. Kyle told me that John Leo is not giving TrackMan data. I'd love to, but it's dead. I'm a data nerd, so I would give it if I had it. Joey Narrett steps in. First pitch to him. That ball's popped out into center field. That's deep out there. Oh, what a running basket catch at the wall. What a grab by Zeal. As that ball slicing away from him and over his head. And he tracks it down for a very loud first out of the inning.
Now batting catcher, number 3, Max Burt.
Max Burt will now step to the plate. Pitch misses wide to Burt. He's 0 for 1 on the day. That ball's across for a strike. 1-1. Burt was hit by a pitch in the 2nd, scored, grounded out to short in the 3rd. So he's 0 for 1 on the day. That ball's grounded down the line, but just foul. 1-2. Jackson Frost in the on-deck circle for the Hawks. 1-2. That ball's popped out into right. Kasain over, makes the catch, 2 away. Jackson Frost now will stroll to the plate. 8-0 Hawks here, bottom of the 5th inning. Action in the Loras bullpen. I would guess this will be Andrew Krause's last inning. First pitch across for a strike. Frost 0 for 1 on the day. This is wide. Walked in the 2nd, though. Scored a run there. Two outs here in the 5th. The pitch. High part of the zone, called a strike, 1-2. Frosty back in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets through the catcher, though. Has to go down to first. Makes the play. And the strikeout will end the inning. But the Hawks get 3 runs on the Mitch Wood bomb. And the Hawks now lead 8-0. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as $0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you no matter where you are in the state, changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. Top of the 6th inning, Iowa leads 8-0. I'm John Evans. Brolin Frost is the new Hawkeye pitcher, left-handed freshman from Waterford, Wisconsin, 6'5", 187. Again, the Hawkeyes run out another freshman. Frost has an inning on the year. He gave up a couple hits, but did not allow a run in his one appearance. He will look to keep that cleanness going against Polizzi, McDowell, and Zacco. First pitch from Frost. Just misses outside, ball 1. Polizzi 0 for 2 on the day, is hitting still .400 on the year. Iowa's done a nice job against the biggest bats in the Loras lineup, but too many walks so far today for, I'm sure, the staff's liking. 5 walks from the Hawkeyes. Giving up just 2 hits, though. 2-0. That ball's across for a strike, 2-1. Not the easiest day to pitch at 48 degrees, but certainly worse in Iowa City. That ball's fouled straight back into the screen, 2-2. Polizzi popped up to third, grounded out to third on a close play at first. As Loras was trying to get back in the game after Iowa scored 4 in the second. 2-2 pitch. Misses wide, full count. Frost set at the belt, 3-2. Popped out into center field. Ziegler on his horse. He's going to track it, make the catch. Ziegler's speed gets there. Hawks have been spoiled with some extremely fast center fielder. Kyle Huckstorf handed it to Miles Risley, and while Miles has been out, Jalen Ziegler. Great job, great hustle there. 1 out here in the 6th inning. Just misses wide, ball 1. Hawks have not been able to get McDowell out. Single and a walk. That's across for a strike, 1-1. McDowell, 333 on the season. Done a nice job behind the plate for the Dew Hawks. The pitch. Wide, 2-1. Frost climbs back on the rubber. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That's a cross for a strike, 2-2. Frost working a little slower than some of the other pitchers have today. He's set, he's ready though. 2-2 pitch. Catches the outside corner, called third strike. And there's 2 away here in the 6th inning. Just dotted the outside corner there. McDowell, as the opposing catcher, has seen that pitch a couple times. And we'll have a pinch hitter now. Isaiah Rose will come to the plate. His first at-bat of the night. 2 at-bats on the season. He's got a hit. Tall drink of water at 6'5". The first pitch to him. Foul out of play. Strike 1. Davenport Assumption freshman. 0-1 pitch. Across for a strike, 0-2. Frost trying to work a clean inning here. Here's the 0-2. Inside. Iowa pitching has not had a 3-up, 3-down inning yet. Frost will try to get it done here with a 1-2 pitch. He does. Strike 3, swinging. 2 strikeouts for Frost. 3-up, 3-down goes Loras in the top of the 6th inning. We'll head to the bottom with the Hawks leading 8-0. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
If you love great Hawkeye stories, don't miss the Fight for Iowa podcast with Gary Dolphin. Each week, Dolph brings you in-depth conversations with the athletes, coaches, and community members who define the Hawkeye spirit. From big moments to personal journeys, it's the stories that make Iowa special. Catch new episodes every week. Search Fight for Iowa wherever you get your podcasts.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
At the game or at home, Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork and you get the best tasting hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. A little surprised, Andrew Krause is back out for his 4th inning of work. He's been effective. He got a little tired there and gave up some traffic, but he's been in the zone. And pinch hitter for the Hawkeyes. Up to the plate is Bryce Phelps, the grad student from Denver, Iowa, Southeastern Community College in Wagner. 1-0 pitch. Cross for a strike. One. Just misses. 2-1. Phelps 2 for 12 on the year. 2-1. That ball's popped out into center. It's off the end of the bat, though. Will it find a home? It does. Bounces in front of the center fielder. Good hard base running from Phelps, and he'll roll into second base with a double. First extra base hit of his Hawkeye career for Phelps. Strohmeyer had one of those earlier that the ball just kind of hung up there and hit in the perfect spot. Not powered out there, but got to the beak of the Tiger Hawk in right center field. Drops in for a double. Zeal just wasn't able to track it down. Mitchell just misses down the first base line. 2 for 3 for Gable. He's got a double in the second, a single in the fourth after popping out to lead off the game. Lead off the Hawkeye part of the game. So Phelps at second. Pitch to Mitchell. Popped up. Second baseman Quinlan back. He'll make the grab. One away here in the bottom of the sixth. If the Hawkeyes can push across 2 runs and get 3 outs, we do have the run rule in effect today. So 10 runs after 7. It's 8-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cooper Schulte in. Bryce Phelps led off the inning with a double. He's out at second base. The pitch misses wide, ball 1. Schulte 1 for 3 on the day. Singled back in the first, struck out in the second, grounded out in the fourth. 1-0 pitch. Floater across, 1-1. At just 50, that's the 52nd pitch for Krause. One. Ripped down the line, but foul. That ball will get into the Loras bullpen. Krause had an inning and a third coming into today. Now 3 1/3 here at Banks. That ball's low and away. 2-2. Caleb Wolf on deck. Two. Popped into center field. Zeal on the run. Back. He'll get camped under it now. Phelps hustles back to tag. Good heads-up base running there. As he was off the base a couple steps, realized Zeal was going to make the catch. Went back to the bag, tagged up. So an out, but it was productive as Schulte moves Phelps to third. 2 away here in the 6th. A run 90 feet away for Caleb Wolf. I hear the John Bonenkamp train somewhere. Ball 1. Michigan State Clemson tied at 1, bottom of the 3rd. Clemson coming off the big series with South Carolina. A lot of trash talk in that one. Wolf grounds it foul, 1-1. Caleb 0 for 2 on the day. Did walk and score back in the 5th on the Mitch Wood bomb. 1-1. Expanded the zone a bit there. Fought off a fastball inside. Now 1-2. Caleb's an action guy. He doesn't get deep in counts very often. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Away, 2-2. 4 walks and 1 strikeout on the year. So it happens for Caleb. Steps in, he's ready. Phelps down at third. 2-2. Swing and a miss. And he will head back to the dugout, and that will do it. That will end the 6th inning. Hawks go relatively quietly. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Top of the 7th inning coming up, 8-0 Hawks. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
You're a Hawkeye. You named your dog Kinnick and your cat Herky. Your morning alarm is back in black. Yep, you're a Hawkeye. And now it pays to be a Hawkeye with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice Credit Union. Low fees and great perks, plus Iowa exclusives like your choice of a Hawkeye-powered Visa debit card, Iowa merchandise, and exclusive giveaways. You've spent more time at Finkbine than you have at your office, so we know you're a Hawkeye. Now make it pay with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice. Learn more at HawkeyeAccount.com.
The Hawks will break the freshman train to the pitching mound with senior Gannon Archer. This will keep some Van Meter train going as Gannon, the senior from Kirkwood, and Van Meter rolls to the mound. Third appearance on the season. He's 1-0. Hasn't been sharp exactly so far. Thrown an inning. 2 hits, 2 runs have both been earned. 4 walks, though, to 1 strikeout. This will be big to get Arch back on the straight and narrow here. Fastball is going to get up there in the upper 80s. Throws a cutter, slider, change. Strohmeyer heads to center field. Narrett heads to right field, and Bryce Phelps will stay in the game. He'll play left field. And Cody Sonny will pinch hit for Loras. First pitch from Archer. Ground ball. Frost takes it on a big hop, fires across the diamond, 1 away. Liam Sullivan now will pinch hit.
Now batting, pitch hitting. Number 31, Liam Sullivan.
One away here in the 7th. First pitch from Archer. Popped up. Wolf will have room. Drifts into foul ground now. There's plenty of room. Makes the catch. Pretty sure that's 2 pitches and 2 outs now here. Guess if you were looking for Archer to be sharp, that's the way to get her done. He'll face the top of the order now, and Jack Carney. Jack's 0 for 3 today. Couple ground outs and a fly out. Left-handed pitcher. That pitch is across for a strike. That's just what any good leadoff hitter is going to do. After 2 pitches and 2 outs, you better take that pitch. It's across for a strike, 0-1. 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. This is if you're the Iowa staff with the injuries you've had, this is exactly what you want to see out of Gannon Archer. Get up, get aggressive, get in the zone. 0-2. Ground ball out to short. Mitchell on the backhand. Picks it, fires it on the backhand. Flip, and got him. 3 up, 3 down for Gannon Archer. 5 pitches, 5 strikes will head us to the bottom of the 7th inning with the Hawks leading 8-0. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hey Hawks, this is Coach Ben McCullum inviting you to join me for Hawk Talk live from the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency. We'll talk Hawkeye hoops, answer any of your questions, and get a behind-the-scenes look at Iowa men's basketball. If you can't make it there, check out the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com to listen. Go Hawks.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides the direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. A message from Iowa HHS.
Back here at Duane Banks Field. Before we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, let's pause 10 quick seconds for station identification. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield. Andrew Krause back out there again. He's been sharp. 4 innings pitched. Kellen Strohmeyer takes that for a strike. Strohmeyer 2 for 3 on the day, scored a couple of Hawkeye runs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strohmeyer rips that into the right center field gap. Will it get through? It does, all the way to the wall. Strohmeyer hits second. He's flying. He'll head to third. Stand-up triple for Kellen Strohmeyer to open up the 7th inning. That ball just scooted past Liam Sullivan, the new center fielder. He was shaded a little to the opposite field, and that ball just zipped right to the H in Hawkeyes on the center field wall underneath the American flag and the Iowa flag. And Mitch Wood comes to the plate. He's 2 for 2. Been on base all 3 times. First pitch to him outside, ball 1. If you're Krause, you are not coming inside to Mitch Wood after what he did to you last time. You're going to just dot the outside part of the plate. That ball's popped out into right. Long run. Dropped. Ball goes into foul territory. Strohmeyer will score. Wood will end up at second base. That'll be an interesting scoring play, as that's a tough play for Cassane. Probably an error, but man, that was a long run. And the Hawks are a run away from ending this ball game with Mitch Wood out at second base. We'll have a pinch hitter. Solon's own Brett White will come to the plate, left-handed hitter.
Pitching for the Hawkeyes, number 40.
Nobody's mad if you call it a hit except for the pitcher's family. So we'll see what happens here on the scoring. Krause set. The pitch. White takes that for a strike. 0-1. Ooh, that's a tough one. Cassane's second error of the game. Does get an RBI, though, for the sac fly action. That ball misses wide, 1-1. So Cassane and Wood are unhappy, and Krause's fine with it. 9-0 Hawks. 1-1 pitch. Pop back into the screen, 1-2. Now you just want a productive out here. If you're going to make it out, make it productive, move your runner up. White is 4 for 10 on the season, though. Scored 3 runs. Got 2 extra base hits. The pitch. Swing and a miss there. Foul tip into the glove. And the first out of the 7th inning is a Brett White strikeout. And Max Burt will come up.
Now batting, Hawkeye catcher, number 3, Max Burt.
Hawks a little thin at the catching spot. Just battling some injuries. First pitch to Burt, outside corner. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch to Birdie. In the dirt, 1-1. Burt 0 for 2 on the day. Be a good time for his first hit of the day. Drive in the game-winning run. Strike called on the inside part of the plate, 1-2. Kyle, is a game-winning or is a game-finishing run at this point? I mean, it became finishing, really. One ball, two strikes in the dirt, 2-2. Just not exactly your traditional walk-off at that point. A little less stress on that if he comes to that point. Let's get to that, though. Kyle Levo on deck now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball to third. Scooped up, fired across the diamond high, but makes the catch, 2 away. No advance from Mitch Wood, so it'll be up to Kyle Olivo.
Number 5, Kyle Olivo.
Olivo's 3 for 10 on the season. Not going to lie, this would be a good time for 4. First pitch. Down low, ball 1. Olivo and Tyler Guerin were named to the John Olerud two-way player of the year watch list. That ball's fouled out of play, 1-1. Kind of a fun thing. Hawks have 2 guys on that list, redshirt freshman Kyle Olivo, sophomore Tyler Guerin. Cooper Schulte was named Brooks Wallace watch list also. The top shortstop in collegiate baseball. Ball's in the dirt as well, 2-1 now. So the Hawks getting some recognition around. Two balls and a strike to Olivo. The pitch. Inside, 3-1. Bryce Phelps on deck. Olivo rips it down the line. That'll end up over the Loras dugout, or the bullpen. Olivo, the redshirt freshman, Franklin, Wisconsin. St. Thomas More. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That ball's ripped down the line. It's a little straighter than the last one, but not much. Krause's thrown 5 innings here today, trying to make it 5 1/3. The Hawks would just as soon he cap out at 5 and finish this up. The pitch. Up high, ball 4. Bryce Phelps will get a chance.
Now batting, number 10, Bryce Phelps.
80 pitches now for Krause, maybe a couple more even. Bryce Phelps to hit. He pinch hit and had a hit in his first appearance. Wood at second. Good breaking ball, inner part of the plate, fouled off. Wood at second, Olivo at first. Phelps at the plate. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hawks have pushed 1 across, need to push 1 more. 0-1. Ground ball to short. Scoop it. He bobbled it and dropped it. We're still going to play. Boy, that was as routine as it gets. And Diego Huerta had the easy flip to second, decided he wanted to throw it to first, and in all those decisions forgot to pick it up. And Gable Mitchell now will have a chance to end the game on the error. First pitch to Mitchell. Line drive, single, and that'll do it. Boy, Hawks catch a break there. That ball will get to the wall. Gable Mitchell will cruise into second. Another 3-run double for Gable Mitchell. And that will end the game as the Hawks win 12 to nothing on the walk-off Gable Mitchell double. And that kind of, to your point, Kyle, that's the non-traditional walk-off is you've made the whole play go out. I suppose somebody could miss a bag or something, but yeah, if you do that at the end of a game to win it, you get the one base and call it good. But in any event, Gable Mitchell finishes 3 for 5 as he finishes the game. Yeah, you got it, Kyle. They scored it a single. So single and 1 RBI for Gable there will change the stat line a little bit, but it does not change the fact that the Hawks win 10 to nothing here on a Wednesday night. We'll take a break as the Hawks finish up the game. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
The Hawks score 2 in the bottom of the 7th inning to finish it up 10 to nothing. Led by Gable Mitchell, 3 for 5 again today. Gable now hitting .521 on the season. Kellen Strohmeyer, 3 for 4. His average up to .354. And give Mitch Wood a couple of hits too, including a big 3-run home run in the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll have some more stats and highlights. We will have Coach Sutherland popping up here in a minute, but we'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
10 runs, 11 hits for the Hawks. No runs, 2 hits for Loras. Coach Sutherland on his way up. We'll wait for highlights until after Coach Sutherland. Really a good all-around performance again. Good at-bats up and down the lineup. And solid pitching for the Hawks. As we get Coach Sutherland in here. You got me, Coach?
I do.
That had to be about exactly what you were looking for out of the team.
Well, quite honestly, we wanted about another 2 arms to throw. Wanted to get Tyler out there and Tate, but it's the way it goes. But other than that, obviously, errorless balls, kept the free bases down. Really, I think we had 5 total, and 3 of them were 1 inning. So overall, pretty clean game.
Yeah, I thought the stat, especially it seemed like every time I announced a new pitcher, it was a new freshman, and so really good job there. And I thought the other side of it too was Gannon Archer coming in. Hasn't been necessarily the start to the season he wanted, and that was just jumped in the zone and attacked.
Yeah, starts with Brady. You know, Brady's really gives us a clean inning. He's really good. Carter obviously worked through some stuff that second inning, but was able to live through it. And then from there, Bo, Cole, Brolin, that was Brolin's sharpest inning as a Hawkeye. And then, like you said, Arch hasn't gone great for him here early, but you got an older guy, and you're just hoping that he gets back out there and just starts believing in himself, and he was really, really sharp. So really across the board, like I said, we walked 5, 3 of them were in 1 inning. You know, so overall, really good job there. And again, you talked about the freshmen. We knew that they're going to have to throw, you know, and you know, when that happens, that means there's growing pains and there's things that they're going to have to deal with, and there's things as coaches we have to deal with and show some patience. So the more time they can get out there is really important. That's why these games that seem to be like 50-50 games on whether you're going to play in February and March at home have been big, because those guys have gotten out there, you know, 3 extra times, where if you don't have those games on a weekend, you know, you just have a smaller group of guys getting time on the weekend. So these games are really important, really big for the development of those guys.
John Leo said you'd been saying the hitters had been setting the table, but they hadn't been eating. Still not maybe as up and down the lineup as you wanted, but you got some big contributions. Kellen Strohmeyer stepped up. Mitch Wood hit a really good ball down the line. What were you? I thought the approach was pretty good for the most part from the guys in the plate.
Well, we did some damage, right? We did, you know, we had, I think it was 5 or 6 of those 10 hits were extra bases, or 11 hits, and that's how you score runs. We just haven't been doing that specifically with runners in scoring position. Gable with a really big hit early with 2 outs ends up hitting a base-clearing double. Certainly Mitch's home run. We get back-to-back doubles with 2 outs between Stroh and Joe. Or between Mitch and Joey that end up scoring us a run. So just some stuff like that was really good. Really the only piece is we had 2 opportunities to move a runner from second. We didn't end up scoring those innings. And that's the stuff that you want to clean up. You just got to get the guy in a scoring position, or actually may have scored the last inning when we didn't do that. But Cooper hit a fly ball that would have scored a run if we would have got him over to third. But overall, you know, pretty happy, you know, with the approaches. And we just talked a lot about making better decisions when we have control of the count, right? And we had a tendency to chase or be a little passive in those spots, which is the time you should be doing damage, right? You should be hitting some doubles and homers when you have 2-0 counts and 3-1 counts. And, you know, some of these advantages that we had, you know, offensively in a count situation, we weren't taking advantage of. But I thought a lot better tonight. I thought we shrunk the zone better tonight and got them off edges. And that's a tough thing when you face, you know, pitcher, you know, these aren't their main guys either. They have a tendency to pitch a little bit differently than what you see maybe in a normal setting, and so you just have to be disciplined. And I thought overall, you know, minus a time or 2, which will happen, I thought overall our discipline was way better, and it showed in the ability to hit some doubles in a home run.
And I thought a really big at-bat, maybe confidence-wise and going forward. I know your team's been battling a lot of injuries. Coach Heller and I talked about that before, but you know, Jackson Frost got down 0-2 there in that second inning and battled back and drew a walk. And the first 2 pitches, it looked like he wasn't confident. And then he settled in, got the walk, ended up scoring a run when Gable gets the bigger hit later. But it just – I know he's 0 for 2, but it felt like he was a little bit better than that, and maybe that's the stepping stone to even getting better still.
100%, and you know, he works back from an 0-2 count. We track that. We track how many times we have 0-2 counts and we come back and either barrel a ball or get on base. You know, to just work that count, end up getting an RBI, then he hits the next ball really hard on a different night. He might get it out of here. So those are positive things. And the hardest thing, man, when you're in these spots and you hit these ruts is it's really hard not to look at the results. And it's really hard not to chase the result. And that's the hardest part about hitting sometimes is you can do everything right and absolutely have zilch to show for it. And we're judged on, you know, what the batting average says and the on-base percentage, and it's so out of your control at times. But it gets to a point where it's really hard not to look at it. And he's in a tough spot, and you have a tendency in those moments to chase, right? I'm chasing a result. You just have to stack good at-bats together. That's all you can do. And he did 2 out of 3. And he should be going home thinking, man, that was a good night. You know, even though the normal baseball person looks at that as an 0 for 2, you know, we look at that as a 2 for 3. And that's what you need to do in these moments is you just have to have a quality at bat. That's the only thing in your control at that moment. The past is the past. But unfortunately, it weighs on you. And it's just hard. And so you just keep working through that process. You keep talking about that process. And he's done a really good job with it. He just needs something to go his way. And tonight, battling back from that, getting the barrel, you know, hopefully starts pushing him in the right direction.
Well, and I even thought that. I mentioned it during the broadcast. Caleb Wolf is 0 for 2. He gets a pitch that's borderline on a 3-1 pitch, and he takes it. You know, there's some guys that are like, you know, I'm 0 for 2 and I'm hitting 500 on the year. I got to swing that. But he did the right thing, drew the walk. And, I mean, those are the types of things, too. Keeps turning the lineup over because he swings at that pitch. He probably weakly grounds out. But instead he takes it and does the right thing. Doesn't look good in the scorebook, but it's the right thing to move the lineup around.
You know, when we talk about this all the time, you all we're trying to do, okay, in the simplest form as a hitter is go 1 for 1. And what 1 for 1 is that I committed to what I was trying to do for that pitch. That's it. And it doesn't care about the result. It doesn't care about anything else other than judging our commitment level to what that pitch was. And that's all you can do. And the more times you stack that together, the better. You're not going to be perfect. Nobody's 100%, right? It just doesn't happen that way. But you get rid of it, and all that matters is this next pitch, right? And it's a new opportunity to win it, right? And that's what we talk about in the simplest form. And the battle is how often can you do that? The great ones do it 75, 80% of the time. They can walk away saying, I stayed committed to what I was trying to do. The guys who struggle have a real hard time doing that consistently, right? They're caught up in a result. They're caught up in the umpire. They're caught up in what happens when I hit the ball. They're caught up into what happened last week. They're caught up into what happened the previous at bat. And that's the battle. It's really difficult. You know, we talk about it, but it's easier said than done. And so, but that's the messaging you have to continue to give the guys. And it only goes as far as their willingness to commit to that belief. And that's what our goal is. And that's literally all we're trying to do. Because the game just doesn't reward you all the time. And probably more often than any other sport, it doesn't reward you. And it's the only way to stay sane is to have the mentality of one pitch at a time, and all that matters is this current pitch. So that's the battle. That's what we talk about. And certainly it ebbs and flows. As much as you don't want it to, it ebbs and flows. And you just hope that you just stay with it and things start to go your way because of it.
Well, especially with a young team then too. You've got to, you know, they've got to understand that they got to believe the process, because then they know they'll come out the other side. If you don't believe in it, then you abandon the process in the middle, and boy, that's when you sink pretty quick.
Listen, at the end of the day, as a staff, you can only talk about it, and it's then their job to commit to it, right? And all we can do is continue to talk about it, but if we're not committed to it, then there's nothing we can do, right? But that goes into having great kids and having older guys to reinforce, like, hey, it works. It will work. It's not working for you right now, but it will work. And we have great leadership along those lines with some of the older guys, and that's what they're doing. And you know, you have that type of culture, and it gives you a shot. It doesn't guarantee anything, but it gives you a shot to perform consistently, and that's all we're after.
I'll let you go, Coach. It's appreciate your time.
Well, I just want to say we're all thinking about John Leo and you know, with the eye and all that type of stuff. And I know there's no person that's bummed out more not being able to do this than him, and the enthusiasm and everything. He's a part of the team, so we're all thinking about him, and certainly love that you're here, but we're thinking about John and hoping to get him back here at some point soon.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It's a lot more fun doing it with him than it is doing it by myself.
Yeah, he can do the talking.
He can do most of the talking, and I can just try to chip in and add some things every now and again instead of carrying it.
That's right.
Nobody wants to hear me carry it.
Well, you do a great job. We're happy you're back.
I appreciate that, too.
Yep. All right.
Thanks
Coach.
John.
You bet.
Coach Marty Saluin. winning Hawks. We'll take 60 seconds. We'll be back with some highlights after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You're a Hawkeye. You named your dog Kinnick and your cat Herky. Your morning alarm is back in black. Yep, you're a Hawkeye. And now it pays to be a Hawkeye with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice Credit Union. Low fees and great perks. Plus Iowa exclusives like your choice of a Hawkeye-powered Visa debit card, Iowa merchandise, and exclusive giveaways. You've spent more time at Finkbine than you have at your office, so we know you're a Hawkeye. Now make it pay with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice. Learn more at HawkeyeAccount.com.
The Hawks take down Loras 10-0 here on a Wednesday night. Here are some of the highlights from the game. And now it's 3-1. See if he can do some damage here. Out to left field, drifting back. That's got the left fielder in a bind, and that bounces off the wall. 3 runs will score. Gable will cruise into second base. Jam on the brakes there. A 3-run double for Gable Mitchell as the Hawks take a 4-0 lead on Mitchell's 6th double of the season and RBIs 11, 12, and 13. That ball is popped out into left field over the left fielder's head, bounces off the wall, scoops it up. That will be a hard hit double with 2 outs for Mitch Wood. 0-1. Breaking ball's ripped down to the right field line. That's going to get all the way to the wall. And there it'll round first. Wood will cruise into the plate. Back-to-back 2-out doubles for the Hawks, and it's 5-0. 2-1. That ball is ripped out into left. Will it stay fair? It does. Home run right down the left field line. A 3-run bomb for Mitch Wood. And the Hawks lead 8-0. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strohmeyer rips that into the right center field gap. Will it get through? It does, all the way to the wall. Strohmeyer hits second. He's flying. He'll head to third. Stand-up triple for Kellen Strohmeyer to open up the 7th inning. First pitch to Mitchell. Line drive single, and that'll do it. Boy, Hawks catch a break there. That ball will get to the wall. Gable Mitchell will cruise into second. Another 3-run double for Gable Mitchell. And that will end the game as the Hawks win 12-0 on the walk-off Gable Mitchell double. Turns out it was actually a walk-off Gable Mitchell single, and it was 10-0 is the final score. Just like a game-ending. If you win it 5-4, same way as you win it 10-0, everybody stops after the single and the game ended. But nonetheless, the Hawks will take it. Gable Mitchell 3 for 4, 4 RBIs and a double. I've got one more break to take, 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The Hawks finish off the Hawks 10-0 tonight here at Duane Banks. We'll be back Friday. The schedule says Friday. The weatherman might have different ideas, but the schedule says Friday, as the Hawks will open a 3-game series against Lindenwood. Somewhere this weekend, the Hawks will play 3 games against Lindenwood. We will get that accomplished. I appreciate everybody tuning in. This was, thanks for listening to me instead of John Leo. Hopefully John will be healthy and back sooner rather than later, but it's more fun when both of us get to do the game. So we'll be back at it hopefully Friday. I will be certainly here Friday to cover something, so we'll figure it out from there. But Hawks win 10-0. We'll be back Friday against Lindenwood. Thanks for listening. This is John Evans from Duane Banks. This has been Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Iowa Hawkeye Baseball has been brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com/VIP for details. Mid-American Energy. Mid-American Energy is proud to deliver affordable, reliable energy to you all season long. U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Also brought to you by Wellmark, here for every member, every moment. Learn more at wellmark.com. U.S. Bank, proud to sponsor the Iowa Hawkeyes. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.